Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Osaka Oval. I'm Mike Garrison, bringing you all the action here from the 2024 Nitro NASCAR Truck Oval World Championship here on VRC-Pro. We are off and underway. A-main action coming at you here on this one. Our top qualifier, Jimmy Flack, going to be leading us out early on here. On peak in the number 2 spot. Winford Antonio in that number 3 spot. We already saw Jimmy Flack come right out of the gate here in 2024 with a big win in the Rally X Oval Championship. Now, can he do it again here with the Nitro NASCAR truck? We are about to find out. A lot of racing left to go. A 10-minute race here for these drivers. Jimmy Flack down the front stretch. As you can see, around the far right side, he's already got a 1.2-second lead early on here in this one. Pika in that number 2 spot. Antonio in the number 3 spot. Here we're following the number 2 driver. Down the backstretch we go. And a unique oval course here. As you can see, it's not a perfect oval. Bit of a triangle here on the right-hand side and almost two 90-degree turns on this left-hand side, throwing these drivers for a bit of a loop from what they're used to in an actual traditional oval-style track. These guys adapting well, especially your race leader, Jimmy Flack. Here we're looking at Stephen Halliday in that number 3 spot. He's 1.5 seconds back. Look at this battle we got going on right now. Your top 5 drivers all going to be right there together with Jimmy Flack, only 2 seconds ahead of him right now. Great chase cam here as they come down the front stretch. You see Stephen Halliday in and out of traffic. He goes back and forth. That's Racer right there with him. Arp right there with him. Antonio right there with him. Back and forth they go. Halliday, what a move right there for Halliday. Halliday with a 7.052 that time by. Fast lap of the race for him, his personal best, as he's chasing down Graham Racerick right now. In the number 5 spot, everybody right there together. That battle for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Now 7th and 8th even in the mix here. This one, Nutty Fox jumping up there in the 8th spot. Bardetta in the 9th spot. And Jason Davis in that 10th spot. A lot of racing left to go here in this one. Halliday down the backstretch he goes once again as he is chasing down Graham Racerick right there in front of him. Graham, another driver, right back at it again here in this one. Oh, big mistake there in the back of the pack coming out of turn 3 there. Looks like Carson Hart right there working his way around up into the number 7 spot. Qualified in the 8th spot, is now up into the 6th place spot as he makes his way back and forth there. Good battle for the 7th and 8th place spot. You see Jimmy Flack already coming around, putting a lap on him. Jimmy Flack is on fire in this one. A 6.878 last time by, 6.832. 6.7 is his fast lap of the race so far here in this one. Unbelievable lap time for Jimmy Flack, the oval specialist here in our VRC-Pro World Championship. Flack onto the backside once again, out of turn 4, coming down the front stretch once again. Milan Peak is still in the number 2 spot, Racerick in the 3 spot. The consistency of Jimmy Flack is just unbeatable. He comes back around, you see good line choice there, driving in and out of lap traffic. Still a lot of racing left to go. We're only 3 minutes into this one. 7 minutes left to go here for these drivers. It's Flack, Pika, Racerick, your top 3. Fox, Antonio, rounding out your top 5 early on in this one. Coming back around there, an infield cam there of Jimmy Flack. Good view of him there. Oh, whoa, somebody tumbling there. One truck going end over end. Jimmy Flack goes right underneath the drive, so right at it. Jason Thunder style right there. Jimmy Flack with 3:30 into this one. Still a lot of racing left to go. Pika in the number 2 spot. Racerick in that 3 spot. Graham Racerick only to be 1.8 seconds back from Milan Pika right now. Those 2 drivers back and forth early on here in this one. Stephen Halliday in the 4 spot. Winfred Antonio in the 5 spot. Flack diving to the inside. You can see just carving his way through lap traffic here in this one. A flawless run so far for your top qualifier. And despite the 2, what I call 90-degree turns here at the end of the back straight, you can see Jimmy Flack making this into one big oval, keeping his momentum, keeping his speed. A lot of drivers coming up the inside, taking it as a 90 and a 90, almost like an on-road style track. And not Jimmy Flack. He's figured out how to carry his speed all the way around and keep this thing in an oval. Look at that, wide open in the chase cam. Love this footage right here. Here's Flack. Down the backstretch he goes. Here's Winfred Antonio, our 5th place driver, as he is trying to catch up right now to Stephen Halliday. They were only 0.7 of a second apart last time by. You can see Halliday just ahead of him there. Down the backstretch they go. Antonio trying to close the gap up on him. Halliday last time by the line, 0.794. Here is Graham Racerick up in the number 3 spot now. Ooh, Graham Racerick pushing it there. Racerick up onto the painted pavement there. Coming back around out of turn 4 right there. Fast lap of the race right there. His personal best is a 6.974. See on lap 38 there, 6.984. Last time by a 7.0. Racetrick closing the gap now on Milan Pica in the number 2 spot. Just past the halfway mark here. This one now, Racetrick is up into the number 2 spot. I did not see what happened to Milan Pica. Oh, looks like he may have made his pit stop. Here comes Racetrick in for fuel now. And he is in and out. Pit stop's going to play a part here in this one. 10-minute race. These trucks are wide open. 5 minutes is pushing it here for these drivers. So Racetrick into the 2 spot, but looks like Pica made that early pit stop. Here we see Torsten Arlt right there with a 12.3 second lap. That's going to be his pit stop, I believe, as he is working his way up through the field. All these pit stops, we'll see how it shakes out, see who comes out in what spot. I know one thing's for sure, Jimmy Flack, even with a pit stop, should be leading this one, as he has got almost 2 laps on the entire field just past the halfway mark. Torsten working his way back around here down the front stretch in that pink and white truck. Torsten getting a bit wide there. He's got Milan Pica coming up the inside there. He's going to be a lap back from him, I do believe. 6 minutes into this one here. Oh, Torsten. Oh, boy. Torsten turning this oval race into some off-road action as he doubles over that inside curb. He's able to save it, though. No turn marshal needed. Back down the backstretch he goes. He qualified in the 8th spot. He is sitting in the 8th spot. Down the front stretch once again. There you see Bardetta right there behind him. I believe Bardetta is going to be a lap or 2 back from Torsten. In the 8th place spot, Jason Davis going to be in the 9th place spot here in this one. 6:45 into this one now. Jimmy Flack out front still. Graham Racetrick in the 2 spot. Milan Pica in the 3. Stephen Halliday in the 4. Winfred Antonia in the 5. The one we got to keep an eye on right now is Graham Racetrick and Milan Pica. Those 2 drivers pretty close in time as they come back around here. Here we're back to our race leader. 7 minutes into this one. 3 minutes to go. Jimmy Flack out front. He has led this one so far from start to finish. Flack unbeatable once again here in 2024 for the Oval Series. Down the backside he goes there, coming in and out. Down the front stretch, working his way through, I believe that's going to be Nutty Fox and Bardetta lap traffic there. And a 6.740 Jimmy Flack's fast lap. Look at those lap times on the left side of your screen there. 6.9, 6.9, 6.9, 6.9, 6.9. Wow. Consistency right there is the name of the game for Jimmy Flack. Check this out, a little slow motion action here of our number 1 truck. He sweeps his way around there. Through turn 1 and 2. Down the long back stretch he goes. Flack has got that nitro NASCAR truck dialed in here in this one. And this is no, as we talked about earlier, this is no easy course here at the Osaka Oval. A unique track here for these oval races. Something very different. Oh, Antonia! Getting a little bit wild there, giving that inside curb. He's able to save it. And there you see Antonia as he works his way around there. Just that little mistake lost him nearly 4/10 of a second from over his last lap time. Antonia in the number 5 spot. He's 2.3 seconds back from Stephen Halliday in 4th. As he's chasing him down here. 8:45 into this one, 1:15 left to go. Flack, Racetrick, Pica, Halliday, Antonia, your top 5. Fox, Novati, Torsten, Jason Davis, and Andrew Bardetta rounded out your field here in a highly competitive VRC Pro World Championship here for our Nitro NASCAR Truck Oval. Big mistake there for Antonia. Antonia getting wild on the front stretch. Less than a minute to go now, 9:10 into this one, 50 seconds to go. Jimmy Flack doing what he does best, leading the way in that number 1 truck. Down the backstretch he goes into 3. Sweeping around, coming out of 4. He's got less than 40 seconds now. I tell you what, Jimmy Flack looking for his 2nd World Championship win of the season already here in this one. Once again, look at those lap times from him. A 6.9, 6.8, 6.8, 6.9, 6.9. Tenths of a second is all the difference, if that, for Jimmy Flack, your race leader. And that's why he is at where he's at right now, 2 laps ahead of the field as he comes around here for lap number 84. 10 seconds left to go in this one. Flack is winding this one down. He's looking for a start to finish championship win. 3 seconds on the clock. That's going to do it. Here he comes. Your world champion, Jimmy Flack, once again taking this one. Coming around for that number 2 spot's going to be Graham Raystrick, Milan Pika, 3rd, Halliday, and Nutty Fox rounding out your top 5. Once again, a congratulations to Jimmy Flack from the USA, your 2024 Nitro NASCAR Truck Oval World Champion.